Investing in Ether has hit the mainstream over the past year, with news of buying from high-profile investors such as Mark Cuban and the Winklevoss twins. Over recent months, investors have changed from being afraid of investing in Ether to being afraid of missing out on an entirely new asset class. But the challenge of Ether investing has kept many on the sidelines due to the complexity of buying digital currencies and the lack of support for Ether investing through traditional bank and brokerage accounts. In recent weeks, regulators in Canada have recognized that investors need new solutions to making Ether investing possible, and like Bitcoin ETFs, have approved the launch of Ether ETFs. This makes Canada a world leader in modernizing its regulatory framework to facilitate Ether investing in an ETF structure. Just as Canada led the way with the creation of the first exchange-traded fund back in 1990, the world's first Bitcoin ETFs earlier this year, we now lead again with the launch of the Ether ETF. At Evolve, we're committed to building funds that help investors participate in the most meaningful trends that are changing the world. We believe digital currencies will continue to gain adoption over the years ahead and facilitate modernization of the global financial system to the benefit of all people around the world. So, what is Ethereum? Ether is the native digital asset of Ethereum, which can best be described as a global software network. A lot of investors assume that Ethereum is just another Bitcoin, but they're actually very different. Bitcoin has proven to be a store of value and earned its reputation as digital gold. Ethereum, on the other hand, is revolutionizing the entire global financial system by digitizing it for the internet age. The core difference between the Ethereum and Bitcoin blockchains is that Ethereum has a programmable blockchain, which allows developers to create decentralized applications known as dApps that are pieces of code that run without any human involvement. The most exciting part of this is the growing world of decentralized finance, known as DeFi. DeFi is re-engineering the financial ecosystem with over 200 projects on the Ethereum network and $60 billion of locked-in value. This $60 billion is locked into areas such as automated credit platforms, foreign exchange systems, derivatives contracts, and even facilitates the trading in works of art. The goal of the Ethereum ecosystem is to rebuild the traditional financial services industry online in the form of software that can be used by anyone, anywhere, at any time. There will be no bankers, no tellers, and no closing hours for your bank. In the same way that email has largely replaced the postal service, Ethereum has the potential to make financial activities as easy as swiping on your phone. This disruptive concept is being adopted by companies such as Amazon, Google, and Microsoft, who are building on software known as Enterprise Ethereum. The idea of Ether as an investment is also becoming more mainstream, with large investments from moguls such as Mark Cuban and Tyler and Cameron Winklevoss. Additionally, we're seeing a higher amount of institutional flows into closed-end Ether funds that have existed up to this point before the launch of Ether ETFs. So what is an Ether ETF? How does the Ether ETF work? Well, most investors use brokerage accounts to buy stocks or bonds or mutual funds. An exchange-traded fund, or ETF, is a mutual fund that you can buy on the stock exchange, just like buying shares of a company. When you buy units of the Ether ETF, you are investing in a fund that directly holds physical Ether on the Ethereum blockchain. The Ether owned by the fund is valued using the CME CF Ether reference rate, which is a highly regulated Ether price index used to settle the Ether futures contracts that trade on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. All service providers involved in the Ether ETF are regulated and audited companies, just like your bank or brokerage firm. Investors can be confident that best practices are being followed every step of the way. In this way, buying the Ether ETF allows an investor to own Ether directly in their brokerage account. The fund holds actual Ether, so you can be assured that your money is invested directly into the Ethereum blockchain. When you invest in the Ether ETF, you are participating in the evolution of digital finance from the familiarity of your brokerage account. To find out more, please go to www.evolveetfs.com and speak to your financial advisor.